Noche into ye no nenam so ama opanyi suspension ayede amano no wo nensa aka no sa sanso na Ghana Revenue Authority wo so etu anamo bia obetumi se de be ya sikagigye a eno ye eto ahodo a wogi free nwuma ahodo ho ene adwadifo ho no obetumi ama na kosoro na aboa ama Ghana yempuntu a ye hwehwe no yensa etumi aka ensem no bi ka ho na yede ebremo awiai ewo kaseboy mu ye kan mo se nwumako yi adaroma wo mo na asosene ama yede awia kaseboy eba this way chocolate drink de ohia yenso hye se weda no emu onwunu emu ahye na emo weduru sa abre yi a ene nsuo no ento ye wonkran ha eno nti meje de wo hia ensuo hye kakra bi na afa odi nsuo nwunu na afam eno ye boa eduru se ya se ewiem ohye kakra se ewiem onwunu no wo hia de ehye pi na wo nso a wo hia de enwunu nso pi na etimi aboa ya wo special ice mineral water ensu kroje brebi ameka se ensu ayenom no ye wo mienu special ice any one more aka ensu a wo nom a oha obi ani akiri mu ode kama abo mu ne friba oha obi ani akiri ntimi srew wo pensu a ya na wahwe se wo di traffic mu a obenya bi sanso na store na wo feature wono so okwa wo se wo pe special ice mineral water nti wo kwa ya abodin ensu na doso nti ya abodin se wo pe special eno ene nsu krogen a obenum sachet wo ho kese wo ho adantemo so wo ho nketwa enso wo ho ye was special drinks a eno so ye anonom de dwumadie bi a wudi bia otimi chebi wo ase enkwada na kosku a edran nwura betimi bia hye freezer ho na ye blog de ama wo mu enti omo de kosku anopa no ebedura wia no na anane kama eno nti okodi agro na mfifreti no beba no anane enwunu so ono a kama nani ha no ho na afi wakotena classroom asua de amanakom anase adwuma a wudie no so wudi bi ebehye u fridge me pa cho no ye wo ahodo ye wo ginger ye wo cola ye wo apple ye wo orange na kechire no na ye tangerine na da bia na me kamfo de ama nkrofo no se ya no apenu so bi na wanom ye wo best point savings and loans a usika sem nti na me kamfo best point ama wo e bia na wo tu kwan e bia watu kwan akofa neoma de aba neoma na de aba wo pesika koyi wo ko best point a wo beboa wo se wo ye aban adwuma na wo pebese a ho so kwa wonom ebeboa ma wonsa etumi akebi enyuma koya da Roma wo na so asene ama ewia kase boyi eba so ana megyina ha me kenkan de amamomidi de akosi asapon me na ewia me kenkan kase bo no amamom me boara ensem ni wampanyi John Dramani Mahama watia ne na echi wakopie mu ewo Belarus na woko governor wono enewo Brest Piotr Alexandrovich Pakhomchik wono ena wone senior officials womo akwa womo ehia mampanyi na Belarus womo foreign ministry no womo ni abre ho yie ama wono nantepa akwakoye akwakwohwe enwoma hodo ebetimi aboa Ghana na mampanyi John Dramani Mahama tukwan se ya na sese wokohwe nwoma ebetimi aboa oman no ama yani enye yen ya na afempuntu a yehwehwe no so yensa tumi aka eno nti mampanyi akwakopie mu womo agro industrial area no womo hwe nyoma ewo ho nyoma ebetimi aboa Ghana yebenya mfaso de afri so yeka agro industry no so a Ghana hase yenim sekua ye ade bia yekura mu denden pa enti nyoma ebetimi aboa ma yekua etimi akoye nim no ka ho bi mampanyi de nani kohwe womo de no na afi wahwe de anim ebetimi de aba hase na eno so etimi aboa agri sector no.
We're working to ensure food security in Ghana, and so we're setting up what we call farmer service centers, and so we're looking to get appropriate agricultural equipment for our centers. And I've just seen a very impressive display of Belarusian equipment and machinery, and it's my hope that we'll be able to acquire some of these for our farmers. Now, farming and agriculture is becoming increasingly mechanized. The whole and cutlass agriculture is gone, and so we need to provide centers where the farmers can come and get the services of the machines. The farmers don't need to own the machines, but if they need the service of a tractor or a combined harvester, they are able to do it. And what I've seen here is very impressive. These are beautiful machines We just have to make sure that the after-sales service is perfect so that the machines can be maintained so that they can stay and work for a long time.
Anya no kwa wampanyi John Dramani Mahama sign ebo na ekwohwe emfidie ahodo a ebetimi aboa ama enne fama gudie tuo ewo Ghana ha no ye benya emfidi papa emfidie a ne ho den a ebetimi die ewura asase na se ahwe ama agudie ahodo a yewo na no no ochese se yehwe ye manganese bauxite gold ene ne ye yakwa akohu ne foforo no eye lithium no ni nyina no emfidie ne ebetumi die tuo na emfidie ne se ye ni bi wa ha ne tu ne be ye den ena ne ye hwehwe no ye ntumi enya echire no asiesie ni nyina eka ho bi amampanyi esan ekoye ekohwe emfidi a ye betumi de aye mining ewo Ghana memo a.
Ghana is a mining country. We've been mining for hundreds of years. Yeah, we have manganese mines, we have bauxite mines, we have gold mines, and recently we've discovered huge quantities of lithium. Yeah, but the market has been dominated, like you said, by Caterpillar and Komatsu. Recently, China is trying to enter the mining market. Yesterday when I came, I saw the Belas truck at the exhibition. And so we discussed with Alex if it's possible to send a delegation here. We have a chamber of mines, and so all the mining companies have an association. Yeah, so we can organize and let them come and take a look at the Belas factory, and even go to a mine and see the trucks in action. And then maybe what we can do is we can arrange and bring a number of them to Ghana and let them perform in a mine. Yeah, once the price is right, after sales service is right. Yeah, I'm sure they would take to it.
Na mampanyi ekopie mu wo Belarus no nyese wotena ase na mum otu anamon ehweye eko emia ahodo mampanyi ekoye ekokopie mu a wone Ghana ambassador owo Russia Dr. Steve Jewu apia na advisor in special aid ema mampanyi John Dramani Mahama lawyer Joyce Bawa Muktari afei officials ahodo a wo Belarus Ministry of Foreign Affairs no wo mo anam sifo na Ghana mission wono ewo Russia Moscow womo ekopie mu a na womo ekokohwe adehye bi a womo do womo nkwato otitiri wa sojafo ene adehye a abra Belarus Nazi Germany ye June bosome no ne da na etoso aduonu mienu afi apem ahankura aduanan baako a wonom ekọ to se won so no eho na USSR efiti ase enunti womo ekoje ye no ade amampanyi di nhwen kwoto wonom enna so ma wodi ebuo kese ekoye na baabi a wonom ekoye no a no eye breast ho no wo chese ade a nipa pem en womo ba na womo do omani ebubu a afempinu ni aduonu num afi etwa mu no nko ano enipa 120,000 eno mo ya ahoho a wo mo she da ba ho nsrahwe keke eba ye be hwe ye betia abakosem eni sedie si etie eno na mampanyi chese bedru se ya na wono so akopiem wo se ono ye historian no onim abakosem no enya de a wo betena sesa keke nti wo mo etu anabon ekọ ho a wodi nhwe no ekoto so ewo nazifo no se de ombeto de ahye adehye a wonom ewo ho so afei enioma ne ensemu esisi ye no so bi wo ho amampanyi ni mu a wo mo ekeka ni nyina de ekyereye na na mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ekyese o gidie papa se Belarus a wakono ade a betwe Ghana amanya ben Belarus enioma eye papa bi ti se agrek mining ena afei so emfidie a eno wo ho a betunya ye emfidi dwuma no ebi beba Ghana ha sei amamfa so o mo so hwehwe free Ghana ho no wo mo nsa ebetumi aka wei ena mampanyi kopie mu Belarus e course a ye de eho amanebo eba yet also adia na watch se Ghana de hye a wonom ewo South Africa yenim se eye xenophobic attack a eba ye wo to share nye Ghana fo nkwa ne mum ebibi man so no enam so e ma Ghana mampanyi di kan kofa adehye ne bi bae wo mo etoso mienu no wo mo ya asa aduanan num 345 and wo mo so ababe pie mu he no nam so e mampanifo e kire nyina wo mo kyese Ghana adehye a wo mo besensan krata so mpeso mo ba wo mo gi no wo mo dodo ne be se apem ahenum 1500 ntini nyina mu no na wo mo di bi e bank kakra na adehye ne bi and UTV Kasai.
I'm really happy to see that our fellow nationals are in high spirit. You are all strong. You are all happy to be here. And those who were chasing you, attacking you, dehumanizing and depressing you, they could not break you. And that you are even stronger and you are ready for the challenge. I want to begin by extending to you very warm greetings from our boss, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency John Dramani Maham, and the Ghana Airport Company Limited, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. You have always been supporting. I want to thank our international partners, IOM, who have been phenomenal in assisting us to carry out these evacuations. Then I must thank my colleagues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, right from the headquarters to our High Commission in Pretoria.
The standby ambulance, and so we have prepared for your arrival. Quite apart from that, His Excellency the President has given instructions that we should take your data. So when you are giving your address, your contacts, please give the right ones where we can trace you, and everybody arriving from South Africa through this intervention will be registered for free national health insurance.
Having been the one to speak first on behalf of His Excellency, colleague ministers, and all statesmen and women gathered here, the nation Ghana wants to warmly welcome. Like we say, if we stand here today, we are excited to receive you. And the assurance we want to give you is that we are a nation that is resetting, a nation that is very desirous of seeing its nationals prosper.
And Central for and Kabumu Eku, Miche Ghana Journalists Association, Womo Esheye, Eda no way yesi wo Iriasina Ekai in Central for Mufa Hudi Miche, World Freedom, Press Freedom Day, womo di si hono, womo sheda abasobode esronkon, womo de ebo enintini ekukudamo, womo ahwe aman Central adwuma no emu aye mre, emu aye de, womo aye adwumasom, ebo Central for ho ban, afen so womo adwuma womo ye no so eso anina eboa Ghana man titru. Eno nam so ma abasobode ekoso, enipa baako wonom ebo na baso eyie, managing director oda despite media ano. Dr. Father Dixon, womo bonabaso, womo chese ni juma ene ni juma dia woye won century juma ni no ade a asesa afoforo apeja afri baby ene woko baby foforo enoma hodo a woye e won adwumam te se de yen ye gina ha se yi a ye kenkan kasebo e kire mo no empre bebre no ne nyoma woye wa kire mpo ema ye de ba no eya na eda sonko enu nti ofa sa kwan no so e bonabaso.
Ghana Journalists Association womo edi womo da no ye World Press Freedom Day ewiase nyina da wotu disi wonum ede hwe ensentwefo emfa ahodie ensem wofa akwanya ne so ede abasobonsem so koye de mansentwefo a womo abom ho so yie womo se womo adwuma wura no womo biebie nyuma ene mpanifo de doma no a womo dada womo nso emo mutimi ye adwuma ne yie so womo safata abasobodie ejebere kro no wamu no Media Development Awards no womo de koye ede ma eye eja ni yemuye edemada senyina eja wakoma pa eja wochema no so mobrofo so ai oyobatan managing director Despite Media Dr. Father Dixon na what is about body koye de man se papa enam ne so amansancho se wo hwe Despite Media o omakon wabom se yefunu ba kumba Peace FM Neat FM Hello FM afi OK FM UTV na said ya womo won santrum no ade a esani so ka kire ni nyina no nti ene wo fa so de ebo no abaso se wa yade wo sefata se yepene no nti ode abasobode ko ede ma no abamu empanifo titire ne ntire eba bepie mu ewo ase.
As we honor those who have built this tradition, tonight we pay a tribute to women and men who gave the best years of their lives to the noble pursuit of truth. Our veteran journalists did not merely report Ghana's story, they shaped it in newsrooms, on airwaves, on television screens, and in the columns of our newspapers. They chronicled the milestones of our national journey, our triumphs, our tragedies, our moments of courage, and our moments of reckoning with failure were carefully recorded. Many of them worked in conditions that would have broken lesser spirits, low pay, inadequate equipment, political hostility, and physical danger. Yet they persevered. They believed in something greater than themselves, the power of an informed society. Their bylines were their commitment. Their broadcast were their bonds with the Ghanaian public. Tonight, Ghana says thank you. The nation honors you. History will remember you. We, who stand on the foundations you laid, dedicate ourselves to continuing your work with the same passion, the same rigor, and the same love for this country.
Without press freedom, human rights suffer. Without credible journalism, misinformation spreads easily. Without independent media, accountability weakens. This is why the work of journalists remains critical to peace, development, and democratic governance. Ghana's progress in press freedom. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, even as we confront these challenges, we must also acknowledge the progress Ghana has made in strengthening media freedom. As many of you may be aware, Ghana recorded a significant improvement in the 2026 World Press Freedom Index released by Reporters Without Borders. Our country moved from 52nd position globally to 39th position and now ranked 4th in Africa from 8th position.
The theme for this year's celebration reminds us that press freedom is not an abstract ideal. It is the foundation upon which human rights are protected, development is sustained, and security is guaranteed. A society that values its journalists is a society that values truth and progress. Together, let us continue to build a future where journalism remains fearless in pursuit of truth, fair in its reporting, and firm in its commitment to the public good.
Afe yemfa yani encheta no South Mesni Assembly nim na eho ena aban krache a wo ho kire se ensuo yi toto ensuyiri no adoso se de ensuo ni si yiri no obi a wafa ekwan a ye ensuo kwan a wasi dan esi ho a ema ensuo no nya baabi emfa na edi ensuyiri beba no enya de a obetwentwen ne na asekura se wo so obu dan no obebu agu se de be ye nyoma bekoyie na ensuo nyiri fa obi a
Chief Executive Officer Edematano South Abatuan Pesuaso Edikokobo Muodimpa ɛna ama wɔn ma ɔmo si adan ɛwɔ beaeɛ a nsuo ɛfa ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo ahwɛ ne yie di a ɛne onye ne pa ɛna ɛde bɛbrɛ ne manfo ɛno nti ɔno nso ɔnhwɛ ɛma saa onye ne ne mɛnti no wɔbɛdwiri saa adan ne nyinaa ɛde egu ɛde abɔ ɛnkwa ɛho ban wɔde nsɛm yi ɛto dwa ɛkyerɛ sɛ nanse nsuyira ɛbɛbɛbɛ nyinaa no deɛ di kan a ama nsuyiri nyinaa ɛde ba ɛyɛ wɔn ma ɔmo twitwi ɔmo ani esisi adan ɛwɔ beaeɛ a nsuo ɛfa sei ɛna ɔde ne nsɛm ɛto dwa.
Mapakse the physical planning unit ɛne ɛyɛ the work department say efiri na kɔ ɔmo ɛnkɔ round because last week I have that meeting ɔmo kɔ round ɔmo hwɛ structures na amount for equity of them now they should make sure say ɔmo the requisite documentation permit say ɔmo say ɔmo si ɔmo dan no because answer abesi dan no ɛsɛ ɔbɛgye permit ɛna ɔkɔhwɛ ebi ɛbi so si dan ne ɛhu sɛ ebi ɛbi so dan ɛhɔ yɛ kama say so si no answer na ɔtumi esi because ɛmna ma kwan sɛ beebi a ɛyɛ nsuo kwan ma osi dan ɛmna ma kwan sɛ ma osi dan wɔ nsuom ɛmna ma kwan sɛ ma beebi ɛkɔsi nsuo wɔ afuro mu ebisa ma na ɛhwɛ ne ɛhu sɛ saa nnoma ne nyinaa no ɛnyɛ sase na ɔyɛ no so a ne ama hɔ kwan mu ayɛ but wɔn amɛyɛ amɛgye permit no na asɛm ne ɛba around ne bi ho a yɛwɔ dan no ebe puli no off ebi sɛ yɛ ma wɔn nkɔ dan baako pɛ ɛmɛsi ɛyɛ nsuo kwan na ɛmɛyiri na ɛfɛ nipa bɛɛbɛ apem abrasɛ ɔdan no nkɔ ebubu a ebetumi ama apem ho ayɛ dɛ atɔ wɔn. yɛbɛka ne sɛ sɛbisɛbi efi ɛnyɛ wobɛda wotu sɛ wodɛm a efi a ɔpra ɛsɛ ɔkɔ baabi gom yɛ sɛ ɔpra na de wɔgya ne fie yɛm daabi ɛsɛ ɔto fa fi ɔda de ɛkɔgu baabi a mfi sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ yɛdi wia no gu na wobɛyɛ oho gentle abɔntena fie na abɔntena ɔbɛn basadeɛ ɔsɛ ɛmmoa nti na ahonidie deɛ obia ne ɔbɛkasa de ɛnyɛ ahonidie ɛyɛ nti ɛno aso na ade yɛgu so ade yɛyɛ no.
Ora Samuel Esuman regional manager wɔ Western South Cocoa Health and Extension Division Emma Cocoa Board na opanyin ɛkyerɛ sɛ mpanimfoɔ mu ɔmo animra so yie na eneyi sɛ wohwɛ galamsey a ɛkɔ so no a cocoa wɔ mo sɛ ne papa ene wo kopie mu ɛwɔ bi afuo a ɛno no ɛyɛ cocoa fuo a wɔno ayɛ wɔ hɔ nipa no bɛka sɛ bi asase no ɛnya de a wɔbɛpene a atɔn ana wɔde bɛma obi a ɔbɛba no na wɔn mo asɛe no ɛno na ɔpanyin kyerɛ sɛ sɛmpanimfo a wɔn ani ama so paa de asese de galamsey wɔn mo sɛ cocoa paa.
Cocoa industry there challenges no ɛdɔɔso but key ones are high and kɛseɛ sese paa yɛ galamsey yɛhwɛ yɛn region yi mu especially Western South meka Western South Western region ɛna yɛhwɛ no Western South galamsey adeɛ baako a ɛha yɛn because yɛkuafoɔ no bebree ɔmo mfuo galamsey foɔ no atake over ama ɔmo sɛe yɛkuafoɔ no mfuo Cocoa Board any government project bi a yɛde rehabilitate esiesie cocoa ya yare esim cocoa sasabro yare na of course yɛn district no baabi bebree a adwuma kɛse a aban ne Cocoa Board yɛ nyinaa no baabi wɔ hɔ a wobɛkɔ na galamsey for yi asɛe adwuma na yɛyɛ cocoa a yɛdua edu mpɛmpɛn so a anka eba beso makuani no wonya so mfaso do na galamsey for yi atiesimu a omo say cocoa no cocoa kwafo no be say the yield and benefit from cocoa na yeah all that lucrative it ya better say be ma to come dey kwa da small scale miners but with this no na cocoa no so a better maka say obi make cocoa no go no fan small scale mining it go first is in the right direction. Go for see na mo tu papa also your company so we be because also your company na o Ghana ha o wasamen na ekuafo wasase so na we waje say o mo bi abaka say mo hwe nia wo nya go for see mo so mo na mo ye den we ye bi nti yes companies na kan na say we mining company and employer service providing company also more so work for na we and na tension na omanima den akofo yemma dam fertilizer no na akade na oka ho na o ma cocoa kwafo no na adwuma ne timi tumpon obi wo ho a oni 1 acre no nya be 2 bags pe sesi a mo ayede ama won nti 1 acre no 6 bags 7 bags e chere orukọ na enim
nti ye wodama na odi mu no ene yesan so de abatakwa takwa no afi na wenya 2 years first year no yafa ekrafo 100 oha a ya ma wona fertilizer na akade ahuru bebre second year so another batch so na ende ye de ahye wona nsi na ye hye wona nkran memma won fa won kokko ahaba na mfa memma basabasa na on say wonye kokko adwuma no osande kokko tembia waka obeto mining anamboa kokko obeto adwuma ahuru bebre mfa so kese so wom ye nkodo nye na Ghana onkodo amfa ne tampamfra
abusafo yenko agudie mu nsem kakra na agudie mu nsem no be epie ye no ade epie wo United Showbiz so na no memene da enwumre yinim se United Showbiz de ebono nkono epa hosima edunu memene da enwumre bia he na ye de ehhehye so ewo efie he ya na dan kwaku ye boade enim se agudie mu nsem odimu akotene pa ono anso na woye editor ewo Peace Power Sports na eno ana oba United Showbiz so ema ye bisa ne se o hwe Black Stars a won ekọ America yi ye kọ na World Cup yi ene ehwo nsem ena oba be ka se si ehwe sikapuduo pa wo hwe wo technical team no head coach ene wo mo the back room wo mo di na chi ne nko a wo boa no ma ne ye na dwuma nko sika wo mo gye afei ye ka team na nkasa sika wo mo gye na ye hwe mpanimfo a wo mo ka ho wo mo kọ enyina ho sika no a enya asem keto a eno na makwan ma nkrofo bisa eho question e bisa se wo mo nko sika yi a ye tame sika pudo ye o mo di kurei eno no ya ho nkuntabo empo to bi o mo mekampo age so obi akohwehwe mu a de abeto abonten na enkra mpo no mo bom beba be ka se nye no kreda na ye no kren soso a ubehunu na ade no adane dane na ye hwese de adan kwaku ye bo a echechensemu ewo
used to support the organization. Winning trophies is not about money. Okay. Because Nigeria, here we decided say we've had enough of this spending. Then two winning bonuses. That was the year they won the AFCON in 2013 with Stephen Keshi. Those times, senior players need to do free. Say no, Keshi train who about bonus. Peter Osazi or the win game. Or drop home. And of building the local team with a few foreign players. Okoji AFCON 2013. Sometimes it's not about pushing money into a team in a J-Cup.
Because here qualification bonus at my place 100,000 appearance it's a carry 2,000 hey on the ball let's say it's no hasn't done let's take it to on the ball we have problem back appearance 100,000 football 100,000 the world cup be go so many decide say the better size can so the real local league in one exactly players ni bobo because obedu baby no afi Black Star ni baba be 80% local o ba o be pre JCB bi a yes and also football team our baby our born they are from national team especially we top team is Barcelona now we do international duty and the last point is say
na dan kwaku ye bo ade nsemi tu edwawie na edru Ola Michael entertainment pundit ene eba entertainment mu a nsema hodo a esi no ya okeka bi pa eno achi wono na otena edwam ewo piece so no so memne da wie bia de entertainment review eba Ola Michael ena o chese wo dan kwaku ye bo a wo so ka hu bi pa na enei wo hwe local coaches any local tacticians a womo ebre bia womo na boa ema team yi talent yi womo pie ye hunu womo ene na sefo ye kofa local coach ba pe na mo de manu asi coach ne ho mo be kan wasem sa talent yi na we nya de na we omo be kan wasem mfie bebre ni nyina ka ho bi na ama Black Stars team yi se ye hunu de elko no
press moral no form he moral na wo form 2010 ye kwa akobo no but e bin ben so say no en Kenya no ho and you who the moral ye ma players in your competition if 2010 Ghana moral akofoma my say crowd that form me sure say any counting out president mama who say ko west sika ya de Ghana for na ko mu so me akwa ko west we muska and indeed adeɛ bi sɛ wɔ Ghana for sɛ time a anidaso ni hɔ no satan na yɛkeka yɛ ho adeɛ bi wɔ Ghana ho no time a yɛ obiara mfii no satan na hwɛ yɛ ne wɔ coach bi ɛfɛ no Kwasi Apia ɔno wayɛ dɛn a Danimo SAS sports presenters no ɛna ɔmo tu ɔmo ano du Kwasi Apia so saa fi sɛ coach Kwasi Apia ɛna pam mi papa bi ya no pam Kwasi Apia ya mo wo ni ano ko papa Kwasi Apia so ko yɛ Kwasi Apia mi ni ano bɛ ne akɔfa na da bi meba na Kwasi Apia yɛ tu ɔmo tu ɔmo ani si Kwasi Apia so saa ɛjɛ ko papa yɛ ɔwɔ multimedia yi zongo fire aso Kwasi Apia ko je le girl mutuma nugu no sisa na papa yie pam no okọ Sudan as a hen no the Sudan for aba betwia fam so any ono ko like isn't ana like isn't as Uganda dey me am fanye papa yi brofo kakra mpo credit di natem like isn't akotwa fam so yi odi Uganda for atwa fa Ghana for so me as a sports presenters no almost a problem.
I think there's a record of Ghanaian coaches doing well outside a lot from CK Jemfimo time, Benko fees.
Why don't they do well inside? Because
the system doesn't support them.
And your system, no, we are now person peeling now. No, presenters, no. I don't think so. I want you to disagree, but
the reason why I disagree is black style human. Well, Baba GB, or your white, or your black one.
Say scrutiny.
Yes, scrutinize them.
Scrutiny no should have a barrier. But that coach be him. But go forward your man see.
If others can try, but then I will wait till we now we are citizens don't be tried.
Because when I teach you, no, they don't want to teach you. Who will do at the mark? Who will be for say, maybe you know about that. You cool talent or Ghana no Everest. When nobody cool talent, it's me there. Look, work up here, you have to teach them correctly. O di ever to ti me chichi ere ye bibi e denya me ase se anya hwe so ana ye nya
and ye ti ye ko ade ten dey end this of
because one a prestigious two my dey cost so say anya work up here ka show speed nko one for Ghana flag and some video misa man for ninja se anko bia three other time for anko bi
Sa ensem we nyina eye deputy editor awo UTV Prince Obimpe ono na wokeka ni nyina bomu a wode ebreye to akase bono eso a na efri na wotwe etwa mu na efiada memene da eba ne eno akwase die na emu eden pa ama anesefo nurses and midwives omo kire se omo kran so omo co strike ni nyina ne se ade a minister a wo hwe yapomuden ho ensemikyere Minister of Health ode atu edwa se omo apiemu ko konfanoche abanyare sabia no a yesi emergency won yatum enti enam so ema suspension a wotwemienu ode ama CEO a oda konfanoche no eno na owura Attorney Goodman na woni amansan di nkita ho ema health ministry no kyese enye sa na asem no se de nkofo keka no enye se bia opanyini no the professionalism the juma wo ye nemum administration no enioma na esese ekoso no ankoso yie enuti ene nam so ama anamon yi abase Kwame Nkrumah tikese ade ache bia dwumedie so ena owura Attorney Goodman editodwa
sa 24 hour closure na omuka so omu 24 hours no ema nkrofo eye confused even though na omode nyamegu akwan mu no say ombe direct traffic no anka omobaya anka would have done it well and fa sa patient fear the nipano ni baby obeko ni ni obeye it's a punishment and answer suspension. It is not because decision now or taking but the way I go about that decision and nothing now oshe memoir clear administrative instruction administrative procedure how do you do it administratively? It has nothing to do with profession. Administratively. Say, oh yeah, no, who are say all travelers and I travelers. No, and employer better. No, I can say okay. Then na me use choose then na me. Is it to rebuke? Is it to query? Is it to suspend or sack? Into share sa to see you now, and okay. Yeah, man, engineer and into And what I share the difference between Obi professional conduct and administrative lapse. And no, and at this time, no, yedi ejuma. Social media more. Anytime the BBC be Ministry of Health, then I'm more found. Ministry of Health, then I'll be more found. And what say the institutional governance be ever. The accountability to be accountable to somebody. We idea other hospitals must see and know there is somebody watching, and that the piano it has implications. Or your work, or your management, your implication on the Ghanaian, and then you comfort not say you within 24 hours. Say be another facility because there will be a fumigation into you are locking the whole hospital be uncle. We must stop it today.
Ghana Revenue Authority wonum efitiasie womo echeche na wonum any integrated tax administration system ITAS na ta dwuma nyina ne se wobeboa ama wonum a etuato no watumi atua ne ye no matua ama na kosoro wei eye abra na GRA Commissioner General Anthony Sapon any business associations afa members ya womo ewo adwadie adwuma nim no womo hyiaye na no fiada na wode eto onim a church womo se de be ya eto otua bekosoro ama mpuntu nyuma so atimi akoso.
ITAS, as the word implies, integrated, is a platform that is going to ensure that for you as businesses, you have one point of engagement with GRA. This is what we mean integrated. So ITAS is going to integrate with other systems of GRA to ensure that particularly the taxes that we pay, PE, VAT, CIT, and all the other taxes are in one place, and that affords us the opportunity as businesses to be efficient in how you deal with GRA. The second most important aspect of ITAS is that all aspects of the taxpayer's relationship with GRA will be found in one place at the full maturity of ITAS. So for instance, it's not only filing and payment, but when it comes to tax audit and review, it's also going to be integrated into ITAS. So the business person or the taxpayer knows the full essence of their relationship with GRA on one platform. And for those of you who actually employ tax consultant to support you in fulfilling your tax obligation, ITAS is going to create a platform to have the relationship with your tax consultants. If you are an importer, you realize that we have to pull information from different systems, particularly ICOMS, and bring it into our engagement with you when we have to validate something from you. ITAS is going to integrate with ICOMS. So the data that you originally will put in ICOMS will flow seamlessly into ITAS. So that when we are engaging you, we cut out the time and the effort of asking you to reproduce the same information that you have already declared through our customs data. And this, we believe, creates the efficiency, it saves cost, and to allow businesses to be able to focus on the essential things that matter. Finally, not finally, but the last one that I'll mention here is in the area of tax debt management. That sometimes there are disputes and differences in terms of balances and accounts that have been paid. With the full maturity of ITAS, is going to be a thing of the past. We need you to carry an honest account of what you see from this morning, especially those who will be rolling on in the coming weeks, to ensure that together we can make the ITAS work for us. If we get it right, the price is worth the effort. A tax system that costs each and every business less time, less money to comply, and that ensures that there's consistency, there's fairness, and there's good return for all.
Adeshima na yeko asante mantam ewo community watch mu enche ye na ebo mamanie se uko eye sataso a wonum ewo ensamso bi ewo ho a eno ne mamponi adwura eho na ahyen efa so adwadifo fa so na so bridge no seye abra bridge no seye no yensentrofo a wonum asante mantem mampon wo mo baaye ebebo mu amane ye ka se mpanimfo efiti ase a wo mu esiesie
so ko piemu ewo asante mampon a etwe ana bridge a eka mampon ene edura ebom sataso bridge na emfi etwa mu yi bridge ebedruguye ema ekokoye owo akwaya nipa kra entimi emfaso we ena nam so ema UTV kase boye bopni ho ene mpanifo ene won mo moti kromo ekodi nkomo no omode wo hawa ede bre won etudwa we ena nam so ema yebo ho dawuro a kampanifo akoma ama ene de omu etu anamo esiesie kwan no ana bridge no ede ama wonom
one of the major challenges about facing Sataso bridge I'm say other challenges and if you team I be Sataso bridge dear na ya da na misu frame nyamia na kakra and say nyame afa road minister so akama mpani akoma ene original minister okina da kabo mabwamia ene omuguso I'm say nanya le koho munya ne bani aje ohwe sema we say aye diversion no adelo kama cars na ko ebisoso ba awoguso mu yaduma gidigidi na otimi sa ampa aba papa aba abanya am se amanfo no so a ayo mutie no I thank the Secretary John Dramani Mahama. I thank the road minister. I thank the regional minister, and I thank the good people of Mampo. So many abutwe amame ama Midday adiwe eguswa ekoso. Na nana musumada wa mase that's bre so the third one ankasa tutu na etima kwa na echese jumade ne dana na akomaso da Mampo for akomaso. I thank Nana and everyone we come up and so na so what man pon better more mama your timeline is at 3 months on the baby na me say nyame adonsa o se se won su tobo ye betima ma 3 months na so bia na yenim ya adananim na ntesa nyame bia and by September end na was o ma wi bia amaye
enkro ahodo a won water no north mensini ni mu no womo enyansuo ena afi ejanan bia ebeboa ama hunidie hu nsem etumi agina ne naso na we mu nyina no eyade a ye ka sei schools ena chip compounds ena omanya ensuo ni ejanan bia no womo a womo tachire a womo di dwume ye kata no north mensini assembly no a na afi yababeka IRC Ghana womo ene the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for womo ne kabo mu a ene yi adefefe aye hunu ene se de ebo hu dawru no womo tumi ye ede boae
nkanka ye mama no so omubu omunsa din so omu beko school nti wohwe dwumadi aye di na yesi jadan bia na emanu titiri ni esanso so de baabi a se oba ni bu ni nsa obetumi asesa ne ho ede aka ho na amankwala nani agi ewo school ni wohwe enadwuma di aye di a ebeda eye IRC ene Latter-day Saints for asore so asepa yi na omudwuma di a omode ebeso eye tanonof no ene President Mama
yada so ewo tanon north mensini ni mu na ekura ye frɛ no bafukrom sɛ de ebinum ani age a wo manya nsuo no omde omusu nsuo ho esanse wo mo boho bako a eno adehye no ekobu nsuo enom no ekame ayesa asɛ nti enam so ma adehye no wo mani abri yie pa nsuo mbenom no ene de omde bɛyɛ omade ofie ne hwan yɛ de nti wo mo nenam ena omuhwehwɛ nsuo
Adeshia ewo bafu krom a ewo tano north abaton pesa so a ewo ahafomantemu ede adesrede eto aban ni mu se omunye nsu papa ennom enu nti omo sre aban senka ontwa neni emma mehwe wonom baabi a na nka omunye nsuo ennom a na ye boho a anche ye kra betuma won mu no sese no agye ne ho ama anipa wo honum enye nsu papa enum emofra kra enye nsu ofe nware no mo de akosuku awofo binum so kra kire se omunye nsuo enware mprenu eno nti omu sraban se na daroma omehwe wonum no yi adeso emfefri wonum eso
so a ehwe kunu na yehuensa ena ehwe ya na sisi aminu ayeren asai na babia mman kura kono kan wa pa ba ko pe ena ye jima enu wo asi ho down pa kuru dada no ena aja omukọ ho eko bua ya nso e badin kura ye kota no tanu ho su e dini because nyama ye de na fra ana sisi akura nso eto no ko du sisi nso no ni adane ti di bakura wanjar enye dware ha unuma enyi
Mayenso ya na ye how kese pante ne awaba betu e di tu ani se mema ni ni ho se ya this oba efu atwede na waboa ma ye tumi abu so nti ama ye mo from local school kwade se mu late because so why ye do from hapante wa by the yourself say obehwe no ye bibi kakra aboa ye na so e betumi nya nso na aboa ye ne ye mo fra ni nyina
so asem le bre pa e wo do wa me kwa aduma bakura so ma dwara kwa na ya asem nse me kokuru bi wa efero ayi adukwasi ahoso no kupa ahoro kwa nyi baba kwa na wa bre and the book wa wa ko bar wa nya dira ma ko ndin because izeni ho ndo wa dara kwa ya asem no wa ko pa diane no kwase ni yensu a e wo ye bro no nsu ba fukuru mu ayi na ye wo miensa e na e wo ba fukuru mu ayi ansa na so no wadawo ma na ade abedum ni anu ko fin kranfu na so miensa no ni ba ko pe e na ye aduma e no kra no e manpower se no so to ma na je se ko mu ni na ni si o ba bia
ti abai ahodi bia asase ye de time ochi na mutimi ye nsu ya ni manumu yi na eso ba mfa so ma mo no ye reboa mo na maye na ba na mebusa cha ma se na concrete na mo mese kra ndo wani ase cement kra ase de ase cement bag me nsa pe na me se adwuma we nya cement bag me nsa adwuma eti me ne cha ma ya kasa so if you had na kire ya na ade che o chena amon fa cement no bag ya duro no e begu ha 20 bags na mon fa chance ya nya adwuma no
Afi ye bo anaya kwakopie mu ewo Sentio Oil Refinery enche ye na ebeto dwa se empanifo Ghana ban de dikan kra wode crude oil ekoma oma noa na enya fanwo ede afri mu no nti wo mabodwa a wo mo ehye ho fa ma Ghana fo ehu
Thank you very much. Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapor, Ghana's Minister for Energy and Green Transition, representing His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, on your birthday. Help me wish him a happy birthday with a big round of applause. Happy birthday, brother. Your dinner is on me tonight. Mr. Shu Ninkwan, Chairman of the Central Group, the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, heads of GNPC, Esploco, Tallow Oil, Cosmos Energy, Occidental Petroleum, and Petro SA, distinguished representative of Central Group, captains of industry. I can see a lot of people I can recognize, so you are all part of the distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. There are moments in a nation's life that deserve to be marked with a deep sense of gratitude and pride. Today is one of those moments. For the first time in Ghana's history, as an oil-producing nation, a cargo of Jubilee crude lifted from beneath our own waters has arrived not in Rotterdam, Guangzhou, or the Gulf of Mexico, but here on the Ghanaian soil at a world-class refinery in Tema, to be refined into fuel by a private oil refinery that will power Ghanaian homes, Hama, reset agenda and visions, Hama, reset agenda envisions. A Ghana that extracts its wealth and transforms it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, what has been achieved here at Central is a cause for immense national pride. And I want every person in this room to feel the full weight of what they have helped us to build. A refinery of this scale and sophistication does not rise from ambition alone. It rises from, and sophistication does not rise from ambition alone. It rises from sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen, to Chairman Shu Ning Kwan and the entire Central Group. I speak on behalf of government and people of Ghana when I say, we see you, we honor you, we thank you. You made a bold and visionary commitment, nearly $2 billion investment in Ghana at a time when many looked away. You did not waver. You built, persevered. You stand at the threshold of something truly historic today. Your conviction that Africa must stop exporting raw materials and begin owning its own value chain is not just a business philosophy, it is a patriotic act for this continent. Ghana shares that conviction completely. And I want you to know with absolute certainty that you do not walk on this road alone. The government of Ghana, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, stands with you as a committed partner. We have committed to helping build the local service ecosystem that will grow around this refinery. We are committed to working with you on the next frontier: petrochemicals, fertilizers, plastics, and specialty inputs that will deepen Ghana's industrial base and reduce our dependence on imports. Ghana is not only interested in our exports, we are also interested in import substitution, because it also helps us to retain our hard-earned foreign exchange. My ministry heard of the great excitement during our recent visit to China that a fertilizer plant is being planned for Ghana. Agreeing to go with you to China shows that my ministry and I are ready to be your partner in making that fertilizer factory a reality. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the resource curse has always had a remedy. Not the abandonment of our resources, but the transformation of same. Central has given us the platform. What comes next will define the depth of our industrial transformation. To the workers of Central Oil, to the engineers, the technicians, the operators, support staff, you are living proof of what Ghana can do when given the tools and the trust. You have our deepest admiration and unwavering support. To our partners at GMPC, the Petroleum Commission, and across the upstream sector, your collaboration made this day possible. The government is grateful, and we look forward to deepening that partnership as we move towards phase 2 and beyond. Ghana is on the move. Our best days are not behind us. They are being built right now, right here, in facilities like this one. Let this ceremony be a declaration to the world. Ghana does not just extract its wealth. Ghana builds with it. And as I always end, may God bless our effort. Thank you for your kind attention.
Put your hands together for Ghana's Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare MP. Oh, please do it warmly. Thank you, Lord. And she did not disappoint, breaking down all the benefits in granular detail. And so if you're joining us here at the Central Oil Refinery in the Tema Heavy Industrial Area, or joining us on GTV, the station of the nation, on radio, on television, or online, we welcome you to this moment in history where we commissioned the first ever Ghanaian Jubilee crude oil berth right here at the Central Oil Refinery. It is a bold statement of Ghana's preparedness to pursue her energy security agenda and industrial transformation. In moving on, we'd like to have an appreciation of our journey so far. For the next few minutes, please lend your attention to the screen as we showcase to you the Central Refinery story. Enjoy.
Voice of the Gulf of Guinea. Ghana's energy story began with a vision to transform natural resources into national prosperity. From the discovery of commercial oil in the Jubilee field to the emergence of modern industrial economy, Ghana has continued its journey towards energy independence, value addition, and economic transformation. For years, Ghana exported its crude oil while importing much of its refined petroleum products. Today, that story is changing. In January 2024, a bold vision became reality. The Central
An amazing story of national development. We're particularly grateful for the presence of the Deputy Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, the Honorable Richard Jan Mensah, who joins us. Please, a round of applause for him too. Thank you very much. Somebody Somebody say the word resetting. Oh, come on. Say it with vim. Resetting. Now we know we have some enemies of the state. Today, resetting has a new meaning. It means, in the words of the President of the Republic, natural resources must become investments for industrial transformation and national prosperity. Who better to articulate that for us than a man who represents him as our very own Minister for Energy and Green Transitions? Would you please make welcome our guest of honor, the Honorable John Jinapor, MP.
Thank you very much. Let me stand on the existing protocols ably articulated by my sister, my comrade, and my colleague minister, the Honorable Minister for Trade and Agribusiness, who has benevolently, and let me re-emphasize the word, benevolently, offered to host me for dinner this evening. Please, let's give her a round of applause. Just that I haven't told her the number of people who will be coming for that dinner. So I'll let her know at the appropriate time. But on this auspicious occasion, let me thank all of you, and to make it clear that today indeed marks a historic and significant milestone in Ghana's petroleum industry and in our broader national effort to maximize value from our national resources. It is therefore a great honor for me to join you on this occasion to witness the delivery of our own locally produced crude oil from the Jubilee fields to Central Oil Refinery Limited for processing and refining here in Ghana. This achievement goes beyond a commercial transaction. It represents a deliberate national policy decision to deepen local value addition, strengthen energy security, promote industrialization, and retain a greater share of the benefit derived from Ghana's petroleum resources within our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, for many years, Ghana exported crude oil whilst importing substantial volumes of refined products here in Ghana. Indeed, for about 8 years, our own refinery was virtually down for that long period of time. While that model served an important purpose because it ensured product availability, it was clear that that model was not sustainable. True economic transformation requires that we process, refine, and add value to our resources locally. By so doing, we end up creating jobs, building technical capacity, strengthening domestic industries, and generating greater economic benefit for our people. If we did not do that, as I come here, I see a lot of you in your attire, which symbolizes or indicates that all of you have been employed by Central Refinery. Can you imagine if we did not have this refinery? It meant that hundreds of you seated here would have either been home looking for jobs or competing with others for limited space. And so let us congratulate and give a round of applause to Mr. Shu for what he's done so far. This milestone affirms the long-standing vision of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, who has indicated that he is committed to deepening local participation and value addition, not only within Ghana's petroleum sector, but ensure that our natural resources contribute more directly to industrial development and national prosperity. It is worth recalling that in 2016, and this anchors the vision of His Excellency the President, approximately 1 million barrels of oil was delivered from the 10 fields to the Tema Oil Refinery for processing. Unfortunately, however, and this is very unfortunate, we left office soon after we delivered that parcel of crude oil, and the rest is history. Today is a very, very good occasion. It's a very joyous occasion. So I do not want to visit some of the mishaps and the unfortunate issues that took place in the past. And so today, in line with the President's vision, we are delivering the first parcel of crude oil from the Jubilee field to the Central Refinery. And I think that President Mahama deserves a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Central Oil Refinery has emerged undoubtedly as one of the most significant private sector investments in Ghana's downstream industry. The refinery, originally designed to process about 100,000 barrels per stream day facility, is yet to be fully operational. I am pleased to note that following the completion of the first phase in 2024, which produces or processes 40,000 barrels, the Central Refinery is gearing up to commence the construction and completion of the second phase, which will add another 60,000 barrels of oil to be produced per day. On completion of the second phase, this will take the refinery's capacity to 100,000 barrels per day. And if you combine what Central will be doing with what Tema Oil Refinery is doing, because as we speak, not only are we delivering crude oil to Central, Tema Oil, which was put up for sale, has taken delivery of 1 million barrels of crude oil to process as well. And so your guess is as good as mine. If these two refineries are processing at their peak, Ghana would no longer need to import crude oil. We'll rather become an oil exporter when it comes to finished products. And from what we are doing and from what we are witnessing, it is obvious that under His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, we are on course and we are resetting the country and making it functioning for the Republic of Ghana. But permit me to tell you this, and I want to reveal this. The significance of today's event became even more apparent following the recent conflict or war between the United States and Iran. The implication of the escalating political tension in the Middle East, particularly this conflict that I mentioned, meant that we're facing a very, very serious challenge. And you will recall that working in partnership with the MPA, we had to subsidize diesel by 2 cedis for 1 month so that Ghanaians will be cushioned. Today, as we speak, we are still subsidizing diesel by 1 cedi, even in the midst of the global tension. And so a cabinet meeting was called, a special cabinet meeting to discuss the possible impact of the conflict and how Ghana can take proactive steps in order to mitigate the adverse effects of the conflict. And during that cabinet meeting, among other measures that were taken, the President directed that the Ministry of Energy, working in collaboration with other cabinet ministers, should explore the possibility of refining our own crude oil here in Ghana rather than exporting them or the crude oil in raw form. The Ministry of Energy responded swiftly because we firmly believe that the domestic refinery is not only an energy security imperative, but also a critical component of our industrial transformation agenda. Following the President's directive, the Ministry engaged with various stakeholders, including Central, the Jubilee partners, the Sankofa partners, MPA, BOST, and all other stakeholders to ensure that we develop a roadmap to achieve the President's vision. We subsequently held extensive discussions with GMPC as well. We also spoke to Esploco and Talo, Cosmos, Vitol, and other stakeholders to facilitate the necessary commercial and operational arrangements. I'm pleased to announce that these collaborative efforts have yielded today's positive results, and we are here to witness this very, very significant ceremony where we are delivering the crude oil. I want to thank Talo, I want to thank the Jubilee partners and everybody, the Minister for Trade and all stakeholders who work tirelessly to ensure that we achieve this milestone. This achievement certainly demonstrates the power of collaboration and what can be accomplished when government and industry work together in pursuit of a common national objective. Beyond the immediate commercial benefits, this initiative has significant strategic implications for Ghana. A stronger domestic refinery industry helps fuel oil and petroleum supply reliability. It reduces exposure to international supply shocks, improves foreign exchange retention, creates employment opportunities, and supports the growth of ancillary industries across the petroleum value chain. Because as you refine oil, you get other byproducts and other products which benefits the entire value chain. And for me, that is highly commendable. As Minister for Energy, I wish to emphasize that you have my full support, and I will work with Central to ensure that we bring on stream second phase to create jobs for the ordinary Ghanaian. Our objective is therefore clear: to leverage Ghana's own resources responsibly whilst investing in cleaner energy solutions for tomorrow. On behalf of the government of Ghana, I wish to express our sincere appreciation to all stakeholders whose collaboration, commitment, and cooperation has made this initiative possible. In particular, and without exception, I acknowledge GPC and Exploco. I equally acknowledge Talo Ghana, Cosmos Energy, Petro SA, Vitol Ghana, Central Oil Refinery, and all the partners within the Jubilee field and Sankofa fields who continue to support us. Let me assure investors and industry players that government remains committed to promoting policies that encourages investment, supports local value addition, and strengthen collaboration across the entire value chain. We will continue to provide the necessary environment, a business-friendly environment, so that we can attract more investments into this country. As we celebrate this important milestone, let us remain focused on the bigger objective for us: transforming Ghana from a producer of raw materials into a nation that increasingly processes, refines, and adds value to its own resources. That is certainly the pathway towards industrial transformation, sustainable job creation, economic resilience, and shared prosperity. Together, we can build an energy sector that does not only powers the economy, but also serves as a catalyst for national development and industrial growth. I want to thank all of you for your attention, and I want to thank everybody who has made this day possible. It must not end here. This should be the beginning. And so let me appeal to the Jubilee partners. This is just the first one. We are waiting for round 2, round 3, round 4, and all the rounds forever. It shouldn't be a one-day activity. We are also working with the Sankofa partners and all the other stakeholders to ensure that we do not just support Central, but every other refinery in this country, so that we can add value to our own product. I hereby declare, and that one, I'm the only person who can do that one. I hereby declare the arrival and docking of the first Jubilee crude oil here at the Central Refinery. May this event usher us into greater days ahead. Thank you very much. God bless us all.
Exported its crude oil, while importing much of its refined petrol. Discovery of commercial oil in the Jubilee field to the emergence of modern industrial economy.
Put your hands together. It is finally here. Honorable Minister, we want to thank you ever so much. But Honorable Minister, it's your birthday today. How are you spending it?
You know, when you are energy minister, honestly speaking, you don't celebrate birthdays. After my tenure as energy minister, I know by God's grace there'll be more birthdays to celebrate. But there's work to be done. But I thank all of you for the birthday messages. God bless us all. Thank you very much.
But as Central, we won't let you just work like that. We'll chill with you. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the birthday cake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Honorable. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, let's sing it together. May God bless you now. Bring it down, Mr. DJ. May God bless you now. May God bless. May God bless. May God bless you now. Respectfully invite our chairman together with the Honorable Minister, the Deputy, and colleagues from the regulators to join the Honorable Minister as they cut together. And so, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Let's join the Honorable Minister as he cuts this cake. In the name of God, who is Father, who is Son, and who is Holy Ghost. Hip hip! Hip hip! Help me celebrate the Honorable Minister once again, the Honorable John Chinapo, Ghana's Minister for Energy and Green Transitions. And by so doing, please help me celebrate the President of our Republic, who appointed him to be here. A round of applause for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Honorable Minister, please extend our appreciation to him for all that he keeps doing for us to contribute our quota to our nation's development. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, where do we move to? Shortly, we get to unveil the Jubilee Crude Berth plaque. Ideally, we should have done it at the port, but we certainly cannot all fit there because of family planning. But we put together something very innovative, and shortly I shall be calling upon the unveil party to do so. But we at Central Refinery are pleased to announce that on the 24th of June 2026, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will join us here as we officially cut sword for phase 2 of the Central expansion project. Please put your hands together in celebration. And so you can see on your tables that we have invitation cards. Please do well to mark your calendar and make a date with us on that fateful day. The expansion will represent many significant milestones for us. The phase 2 will substantially increase refining capacity. As you've heard from the honorable ministers, we will move from 40,000 to 100,000 barrels per day. But most importantly, it will create thousands of additional direct and indirect jobs across the petroleum, logistics, engineering, construction, and services sectors. The impact will extend far beyond this refinery. And so on behalf of St. Wu, I'd like to say a big thank you to each and every one of you, starting with you, our guest of honor, the Honorable Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, our special guest, the Minister for Trade, and all who have attended to our call. We're just about ending the first phase, but the second phase will start shortly. First with the unveil, and then the tour, which will be a limited group. All of us will view the activity on screen, and when it's time, we'll all be led in sections to go and view the installations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite the following as they join me here, starting with all friends from the media. Media crew, respectfully, I ask that you take your place right here in the inner perimeter. And while the members of the press are well positioned, it is my pleasure to invite the following to take their place as members of the unveil party. Pleasure is mine to invite NPA, the National Petroleum Authority, to please join us here. A round of applause. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, a representative. The Ghana Standards Authority, a representative, please. Representing our financiers, EcoBank Ghana Limited. A round of applause as they come. Let's also have so please across. Like across. Okay. Across like Let me also invite the Free Zones Authority, a representative. The GIPC, if there be a representative, please join us here. Tema Oil Refinery, a representative, please. The GNPC, a representative. Let me invite the Tema Mankralo, who is the president, acting president of the Tema Traditional Council. My pleasure to invite a representative from the Chinese Embassy, representing the ambassador. Let's make welcome, ladies and gentlemen, finally, our founder and executive chair, together with the Minister for Trade, and our guest of honor, the Minister for Energy and Green Transitions. Together with Madame Wenji, Chairman, we invite you to the other side. Chairman, please here. Chairman, please here. Okay. And so, all is set now for the cutting of the ribbon to signify the unveil of the birth. Are we ready? Honorable Minister, it has fallen to you, together with our chairman, to please proceed, and the Minister for Trade to please proceed to the middle. Honorable Minister, a few words.
On this auspicious occasion, as we cut the ribbon to signify the birthing of the first parcel of crude from the Jubilee field, may this day usher us into greater days Thanks be to God. Amen.
And so we unveil this plaque right before you, Honorable Minister. Behold. Bring it down. Honorable Minister, it falls to you and this unveil party to be led to the edifice where you will take a tour, after which we shall all follow you in turns. Samson Dean will lead the team. Let's have some music in the background. Members of the press, please proceed with the unveil party as they take their tour first, and we all be led in sections. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we have enough food and drinks coming your way to keep you refreshed. We shall surely join the tour in a jiffy. Thank you very much. Mr. DJ, let's have some music.